Your business isn't growing, and it's because of one of these three things, potentially all three. Now, before I dive in, if you have any of these problems, comment what exactly you're struggling with, and I'll make a more in-depth video diving a lot deeper. It's always one of these three things. Thankfully, all three of them are super easy to fix, but one of them could cascade onto another. That's usually how it works. And it's actually a little bit of all three playing a small role. So this is a marketing problem, right? You want more eyes on your product, your business, your service, whatever the case may be. You're just not getting enough eyes to actually drive sales. Question you have to ask at the marketing level is, do you have more time or more money you want to spend to fix this problem? So there are 4 ways you can tell someone about your product, service, or business. Now, this isn't mine, but I actually love the way it's done because most businesses usually do one of these 4 things and you can start to grow. Once you start to grow and get comfortable with those, that's when you implement another and another and another, and you can finally start to really, really scale. The question was, do you have more time or more money? Now, if you have more money, this is super easy to solve, right? You can pay Facebook, TikTok, whomever, Google, and you can run paid ads. Just blast it out to your target audience, and they'll figure out about your product. Paid ads are good because you're blasting your message one to many. One message is going to thousands and thousands and thousands of people, depending on how big that budget is and how much you scale that. Affiliates work the same way, right? So you're having someone with an already built-in audience in your niche talk about your product. Now, usually you're going to have to give them something, money up front, or a portion of sales they drive, or free product. This is also one to many, but you can extrapolate this out. More affiliates, more eyes, over and over and over, and that compounds very, very quickly. Now, if you don't have money and you're starting a business and you only have time, you're gonna have to do one of these other 2. Organic, super simple, right? Post content, post blogs, videos, pictures, whatever you need to do to get out the idea and branding behind your product, your business, and what problem you are solving. Cold outreach is very time consuming. You're reaching out to people one-to-one, explaining what you do. Now, this can go one of 2 ways. Either they're going to buy, which is more ideal for like your high ticket. Think about all the emails you get selling you a SaaS, email marketing, whatever the case may be. Likely they're going to buy when it's a higher ticket item. If you're a lower ticket item, this is what my business was. When I did cold outreach in the beginning, I was offering them free product. Very similar to affiliates who would post about it. The goal we got from cold outreach was either make them affiliates or have them give us reviews, honest reviews, right? Because that's what we're going to touch on later in part 3 about your product. That's an easy way to kind of get the word out there and get good feedback on your product. Now, let's say you are already getting eyes on your business. You're running strong, organic, you're running paid ads, you're working with affiliates, all that stuff, but you're not seeing the sales. That's where 2 reasons could potentially play a role in this. First is going to be reviews. So what I mentioned in the cold outreach side, giving free product in exchange for reviews, honest reviews, that's important, is when someone lands on your product page or your landing page, you don't have a stack of undeniable proof that you do what you say you do. So they don't believe you. So what you want to do is get, like I said, free product out for reviews is a great way to do things. That's how I grew my business. And the most important thing I can continue to harp on is honest reviews, because that plays a role later on when I say you have a product problem. You start to begin to stack reviews and you get a dozen or so 5-star reviews, people are going to start to believe in you or your product or your service, and they're ready to buy. If you have reviews, but you're not getting sales, it also could be benefits versus features. A lot of people, when they start marketing, kind of mess up. Think about your product as what problem does it solve, and that's features. So, for example, let's say water filtration system for your shower, right? The features would be that it is inexpensive, easy to install, good for you. That doesn't tell the end customer anything about what that actually does. What you want to do is provide the benefits for the problems it solves for them. So you'd flip that and you would say, do you struggle with ingrown hairs or breakouts? Or I'm not exactly sure what a water filtration system in your shower solves, but I know people swear by it. Skin issues or hair health. You just overall care about your health. If you care about those things, then maybe this could be the product for you. We are, the science behind it. And you kind of explain the benefits that your product is providing versus just what the product is about. This, what I just talked about, is 100% the most common mistake you see. And now that you know about it, look at ads, look at posts, and you will just see people talking about their product or their company, I, instead of you, the customer, you, the customer, you, the customer. It's just a way to flip it. It's super easy to do, though. The last of those 3 is product problem. On these 2 categories, and typically it's this first one. Instead of under-promising and over-delivering, you're over-promising and under-delivering. You're overstating what your product or service is going to do, and the customer on the back end is saying, okay, they fell short here. Versus if you underpromise comparatively to what your product or service actually provides and over deliver, you are more than likely going to exceed expectations and get better reviews. If you are getting reviews and you see a lot of 1-star reviews, typically listen to them. You see 5, 10, 15 people complaining about the same exact thing with inside your product, there's a problem. So if you fix that, that is easy to mitigate those reviews and actually just get back to a better product. Super easy to see how marketing ties into sales, ties into product, and vice versa. These are all super, super simple to fix and scale super quickly if you do them properly.